welcome back to the We'll Take It From Here podcast, guys. Another week, another episode. This episode is sponsored by Honest Supplements. Taking care of your health shouldn't mean overpaying for supplements. That's why Honest Supplements is changing the game by offering high-quality, lab-tested supplements at prices that actually make sense.
While most supplement brands keep raising prices, Honest Supplements keeps it simple with just a 50% markup, helping customers save an average of 40% per product.
So, guys, whether you're looking for daily vitamins, sports nutrition, wellness support, or weight management products, they've got you covered with trusted ingredients and transparent pricing.
If you're tired of paying premium prices for the same supplements, head over to honestsupplements.com and see how much you can save.
Guys, this show is also brought to you by Elevation Strength and Conditioning, which is a one-on-one online coaching platform designed for combat athletes by combat athletes.
In a world where informational overload is common, cookie-cutter programs seem to be the norm. It is impossible to know what you should be doing.
So it doesn't matter your experience level, guys, weekend warrior, amateur fighter, or maybe you're even seeking to be in the UFC. Elevation Strength and Conditioning is here and is designed to train you to the best of your ability to perform at your highest level while preventing injuries.
If you want to take your game to the next level, Elevation Strength and Conditioning is here to help.
So guys, visit the Elevation Strength and Conditioning website and mention that We'll Take It From Here sent you so they can hook you up with the free strategy goal to make your goals a reality. We're back, folks, so We'll Take It From Here with Joe and Timmy, episode 238, coming back to you live from the studio. Welcome back, guys. I wanted to say thank you for your there was a lot of engagement on whether pizza, the crust is the top or the tip's the bottom, the cheese, all that good stuff. There was a lot of engagement with the hamburger sandwich, dude. So go to those videos, episode 237, and go to the Instagram page, We'll Take It From Here podcast, and the YouTube, and comment more. Keep the engagement going. Like one guy, he still has to explain himself. I don't know who he is, but he has to explain himself about how pizza is an open-faced sandwich. He gave an explanation, and it's just not good. So he had everything else good. He said hamburger is a sandwich because anything between two pieces of bread is a sandwich.
Is a regular pie an open-faced sandwich?
I guess.
Or there's a crust and that's a sandwich?
Right? It makes no sense, dude. He had everything good up until that point. But no, guys, love you guys. Thanks for the support. And I don't know what the fuck he was on. Great coffee, by the way.
Thank you. Cheers.
But is pie an open-faced sandwich in that? Yeah, I guess a pie would be a sandwich according to that guy.
Depends if the pie crust goes on top or not. Because some pies have that, some don't. So you know what I'm talking about? So there's like the crust, and then there's the top.
But then this guy would be saying like a pumpkin pie is a sandwich, open face. That's what his argument would be.
Yeah.
Which is fucking insane.
Yeah. Then everything's a sandwich. I feel like there needs to be like some version of attempt for it to be able to be eaten with your hands.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like even an open face sandwich, you can still eat it with your hands.
Yeah, but see that sort. Yeah.
But then is bruschetta an open face sandwich then?
Right?
Yeah. Dude, everyone's way too loose and fast.
Fuck, man. Everyone's crazy. No, but it's good engagement. I loved it, bro.
Floozies when it comes to sandwiches. I don't know what the fuck that means.
I have no idea. We'll pretend like it's something. Oh, God. So, it's cool. We're finally back to normal weather, You
mean not breathing smoke?
Yeah, not pizza oven. On Thursday, it was a pizza oven.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I felt like we were in Star Wars.
Yeah, legitimately just sucked.
Yeah. Well, you can judge how good your house is sealed based on how much smoke smell you had in it.
Yeah.
I had zero.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
That's because I fucking gut renovated the whole house.
Hell
so
yeah,
fucking
brother.
better.
Fuck yeah. And, dude, crazy that yesterday on Friday, my town issued a code red. It was the most beautiful fucking day in the world.
It was. The weather yesterday was perfect. I driving around all day with the windows down. But I don't think anyone wants to hear us talk about the fucking weather.
Or do you? You had something. You said you had something in mind.
I wasn't expecting to be a couple minutes in before I was going to start riffing and teasing you. I'm not going to bring that topic up.
What?
We could talk about something else.
All right.
I'm not doing that public. I was going to make a joke to you and say that was the podcast topic, but
so you actually didn't have...
No.
Oh, you had...
I was just going to tease Joe to start this, but I didn't expect 3 minutes in to be starting.
So wait. So before we recorded, you're like, I have something.
I was gonna start the podcast, but you went fucking straight on your riff. So,
fuck, dude. Now I have no idea.
Now he wants to know what it is.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna blow your spot out.
No, all right, no worries.
The AC's on nice. So one thing that's been racking my brain lately.
Sure.
It's kind of multi-layered topic, so I want to see how to approach this. Like I'm coming back from jiu-jitsu after Lyme disease, right? Yeah. So whoever didn't know that, I'm just getting off Lyme. Lyme disease is a fucking brutal thing. Basically, they really can't confirm the test until you're months in, and you have symptoms start showing up after 2.5, 3 weeks, which is textbook what I had. So like you get a lot of false negatives, whatever. That was brutal. I had no cardio conditioning, so coming back to jiu-jitsu, and everyone who trains knows this. You come back from an injury, and it's like you judge yourself based on how you're doing against everyone who hasn't taken a break.
Sure.
And then, like, you're trying to push yourself, but you know you're not supposed to, right? So it's like trusting that process. And I'm dealing with the fucking 18 months of a subdivision, and I'm not going to talk on air about the details on that because it's still ongoing. But you know about the changes that I had to make some big adjustments recently. So hopefully we're in a clear path. But it's this whole thing of trust the fucking process. Just have faith. I was talking to one of the guys at the gym. I'm not going to say his name, but he's going through a similar thing. And we were talking about the Bible verse. Was it Job? Who was the guy whose son gets killed to test his faith? Oh, you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know, but I know that Job has a pretty damn good quote with like process and all that shit.
But so like I was talking to him about it, and he's going through something similar. It's like, and I quoted that he's part of that Bible group, and he's like, yeah, like that's exactly it. So I've been leaning into that a lot lately. Is there's an expression. It's going to work how it's supposed to. And first off, whether it's supposed to or not doesn't fucking matter. It's going to happen how it happens, and you can have no control over it. I think that the expression kind of is just more nurturing and like helps people like de-stress from it. It's like it's going to happen how it needs to. It happens how it happens, need or not, whatever. This is what's happening. You don't have control. You're along for the ride, and all you can do is obviously the stuff you control. But like all you can do is make sure that you're doing the things that you know you're supposed to be doing.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
So that's kind of where I've been at with everything going on. It's like it's a real test, and this is the thing we've talked about before. I think we had a bit of slight disagreement. You're going to keep getting tested on stuff, and like when you're getting close to, I think, like when you're getting close to getting your belt promotion,
sure,
like things are going to feel like good, but also you're struggling, and then you're like, oh, that's shit, and then everyone sees that. So it's like you're going to get tested more and more as you're getting better at dealing with it. It seems like.
Sure.
So
So I'm gonna challenge it a little bit because I've been going through something in the past 3 years that has made me realize that I don't. All right, this is gonna take maybe I don't know if the word is open-mindedness, but a step open-mindedness to what we've been taught our entire lives.
Yeah.
So if you take quantum perspective, the mind, your reality outside is just what is reflected inside of you. So you see the actual matter that gets compressed into the outer reality, which means whatever your deepest, whether you are conscious to it or not, rooted assumptions, beliefs is what constantly gets put it back to you. So I no longer, and by the way, this is by no means me trying to change you. You're going to believe whatever you want. So if your deep root belief, which is everyone, by the way, growing up, is that you can't have an effect on the outcome. The outcome is the outcome, right? You're there just for the ride. It may or may not happen. Deal with it. I think you said a very valid point in that is what people as humans do to lessen the blow and to take the stress away. Where I'm starting to realize is trusting the process means, no, it's going to happen. even if everyone around me is telling me it's not going to happen, it's going to happen. I don't need to force anything for it to happen unless that force, that action is natural. You don't need to manipulate the situation to get what you want. The trusting the process is God.
Yeah.
God, now if you're not religious, universe, source.
Yeah.
God. It's all the same shit. He's gonna fucking bring you it.
Yeah.
If you stick with that trusting.
Yeah.
And I think the quote I'm thinking of with Job is that.
Yeah. So the stuff I'm saying is it's a lot of overlap. There's some
Sure.
different technical differences there, but yes, very similar.
It's very similar. Where I'm distinguishing, but very, very good. Where I'm distinguishing is I no longer, no matter how much I see the opposite of what I want, I don't. Old Joe would have been like, hey, man, it wasn't meant to be. Yeah. And that's what a lot of people do. You want to know why? Because they don't know, and we're not taught this, dude.
Yeah.
I learned this from fucking books and books and books and videos, from science, from a spiritual perspective, religion, looking at these quotes in the Bible. We are not taught that you are living the life that's inside of you, and you can have what you want.
Yeah.
It's not about forcing. It's not about manipulation. It's not about black magic or dark magic, which exists, by the way. It's about using God inside of your body, trusting the process, what you want. He's going to give it to you. The patience is the biggest thing. When people don't know this, they stop and they go, well, see, it wasn't meant to be, right? They gave up.
Yeah.
So they no longer desire that anymore, which means that desire will no longer come to fruition because they don't want it anymore, and they start thinking against it.
Yeah.
Which is why the trusting the process is no matter how much beating you're taking, which is the tests you're talking about, right? Is to stick with it if you still want it, right?
Yeah.
And soon you will start to beat it. No, seriously.
Just talking about being
right. Like you will overcome your doubts and fears. Here's another way to look at it.
I'm going to say momentum.
Sure, momentum. Sure. Your doubts and fears on any topic when you're trusting the process is nothing more than just the ego part of the brain. Trying to keep you comfortable. If all you know is scenario A your entire life, and you start to challenge it with scenario B, which is what you want, when you're trusting the process. Your brain doesn't know what's going on outside of you, right? Your brain, your ego is being like, hey, Timmy, what are you talking about? We don't know this. We don't know we can have what we want. We don't know trusting the process. We know doubt. Yeah. We know fear. We know things aren't in our control. So what are you doing? And it tries to give that back to you because it doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
Your part in trusting the process, that's what overcomes that.
Yeah.
And sort of programs your mind to the new scenario.
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to see where the disconnect is between our two philosophies.
I would say maybe I misinterpreted that you can't have what you want. It is what it is. Or maybe you were just saying that.
I think there's a lot of similarities between the two. You're saying you can have an effect and all that stuff.
But you don't need to force it.
Yeah. Well, you can't if you force it, it will not happen. So my philosophy on it, it's similar but different. So, right, with my subdivision stuff, it's out of my hands. I can't control other people's decisions. I can't control all the paperwork and money that's involved with it. The only thing I control is my actions towards it and how I approach it, and getting my good team, the legal team involved, and making sure I have all my ducks in a row and taking care of the things I can take care of, right? But I have to trust the process. It's going to happen how it's going to happen. And I say that, it's like, I have an effect on it. But the thing is, I don't have an effect where I can force the subdivision to then grant me $10 billion in a fucking government decision. Like, that's not going to happen. You can't do that. So, like, even if, like, obviously, I'm exaggerating here, but, like, that's what I want, and I'm pushing towards that. You're forcing it. You're limited to what you can and can't do, right? You're not going to go fucking walk to the moon and back. No, so there's limitations on what you can do. So, like, that's where, like, it's like things are going to happen how they happen, and it's The expression I use a lot is luck is where opportunity and preparation come.
Mm-hmm.
Opportunity and preparation. So like in this stuff, right, you have an effect, but I don't believe, like, you're saying that you have the effect to change the stuff. And my philosophy is you have the effect to capitalize on the opportunities given to you. You don't have the effect of making the opportunities.
Sure, I like that. And
I think that's the difference.
There's a difference, but let me expand upon what I'm saying when I say that I or you have the effect. It's God.
Yeah.
But you have to give God the ability to work through you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So the constant doubt, the constant this isn't going to work, the constant this and that doesn't help in your case.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is as simple as this. And many people talk about this. This isn't just like, this is celebrities, everyone, right? Mm-hmm. When they visualize something, okay? Like, let's just say you just visualize. Mm-hmm. And I actually encourage you to do this. Every night. Mm-hmm. Every day, you just, whenever the doubts and fears come in your mind about the subdivision, just visualize yourself at the end process. Don't try to how it's going to get there. Just visualize yourself at the end. It went through. Everything went well. It went better than you expected out of nowhere, and you're happy. You're talking to your wife. You're talking, right? You're talking to your family, to me about it. Wow, in the end, it worked out. It's so good. That's all you have to do constantly without thinking against it. Don't worry about you reaching out to the government, to who you have to. That's all going to sort itself out. By whom? God. So that's trusting the process. You don't know what's going behind closed doors. You don't know who's talking. And at one point, maybe someone just goes, all right, fuck it. Just give it to him this way. You don't know.
Yeah.
You have no idea what happens. And a lot of the movement this is why a lot of people don't trust. A lot of the movement happens unbeknownst to you.
Yeah.
You are creating it, but you don't see it right away. So you're like, nothing's oh, no, there's a lot happening. Here's how it gets delayed. I visualize my end. I get hit with a bill for something, or I get hit with a wrench in something. Oh, see, it failed. See, this is bullshit. I don't have any control. Okay.
Distraction.
Now you have to restart from zero.
Yeah.
If you can keep, what I'm trying to say is if you can keep this, don't worry about how it gets sorted out. The trusting the process is God.
Yeah. I agree with a lot of what you just said. The visualization stuff, too, is I have mixed feelings on that. Because I feel like the visualizations, to me, like with this subdivision, I don't know why. I just have this instinct feeling like, and everything I've felt about this process has been kind of coming true. And is that me having this image in my head and that's what's unfolding, or is it me receiving a radio signal of this is what's going to happen to you? Just trust it. And it's like the feeling that I'm having with this is I know that it's going to go through. Mm-hmm. My concern is them making me have to jump through ridiculous hoops, and now I'm going through it. At first, the stuff seems ridiculous, but then you start digging into what's going on. You're like, oh, I understand why this is happening the way it's happening. Cool. And then I wish I'd known this fucking 10 months ago, because there has been a lot, like, everything I'm doing, nothing's complicated, nothing's tedious, nothing's, like, super time consuming. It's just when people were ready to give me the information. And I think it's funny, because it's like the timing of it is happening when it needs to happen. Mm-hmm. Same thing at work in my career. I'm at a spot right now where I'm in a good team, but my old team, I was running a lot of it. My new team now, I'm support, which is great because I have so much of the subdivision stuff's going on. So it's a lot of mental bandwidth. So like just even my career happened the way it did, the shift to the new team, and like I got to take a step back from responsibilities a little bit, which was perfectly in line for the subdivision stuff. So things are happening how it's just trust the process. So like back to the original topic was the envisioning stuff, right? I think going through and envisioning the stuff is good. I'm curious though, because I have the philosophy that sometimes maybe certain people have the ability or whatnot, like Conor McGregor with him visualizing the fights. I don't think he was visualizing. I think he was receiving signals of what was happening. So I think the practice of visualizing is getting in tune and putting yourself in the position where you may be able to receive it. And then the confusion comes in is that you think you can make that image where realistically you're not making the image, you're receiving the image. So it's like, are you making the image on the TV screen or is you getting a signal on the TV screen?
Yeah, I think
so. Like you're trying to make an image on the screen, and in the process you receive one.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's my theory.
I think, like I said, it could be what we really don't know, but this is what I'm understanding. Instinct and gut feeling is what you're talking about. Yeah. Those images you were feeling, that's just a manifestation. So if you have a preconceived notion to a certain topic, you always get that instinct of something bad is going to happen or something about, and you're like, yeah, see, I had my gut feeling. I trusted my gut and it happened. No, you just brought that upon. You brought that into life.
I don't think that's gut feeling though.
It's just manifestation.
I don't think that's gut. I think that's ego and anxiety. I think there's a huge difference between the two. And the problem is a lot of the signals get conflated with each other.
Well, so because we are energetic, right? Yeah. So your question is really good. I don't know, man. I think it's funny. I think we could talk about it now or even throughout the day or maybe tonight when you're going to sleep or something. Well, when you're going to sleep, I recommend doing the visualization. Yeah. If that's what
I'm not rolling over and talking to you.
Yeah. Well, here's yeah. I mean, I need my 8 hours. I would really actually contemplate all the stuff that happened, right? Yeah. That happened on this subdivision that you knew that came to fruition when you thought about it. What were your dominant thought patterns? Not one-off thoughts. Yeah. Dominant thought patterns before that came about. I think that's your answer right there. Now, whether you're receiving it or not, that brings up another thing which I read books on, but I'm not an expert on, is quantum with time. Yeah. How time, we experience it linear, but it really isn't. Yeah. So you're living the past, present, and future all at once, which could be that, right? Yeah. Without getting into it, because I don't want to say it publicly, but I've had feelings like that based off of previous assumptions that I've since gotten rid of because I fucking hate. It was all rooted in doubt and fear. And something came up and I was like, oh, this is happening right now. And I would immediately say, no, that's not true. Yeah. Change it, right? Even if it were true, just changing it, right? Going about my day, not worrying about it. Turns out I found out recently that at the time it was true because I feared it. And I was like, oh, okay, I see now. That old story played out because that's what I thought was going to happen. Yeah. That story then, what happened, it's going to be really confusing if you're listening to this right now. What the fuck's this kid talking about without me saying it? What I wanted to happen essentially did happen in the end. Yeah. But when I was fearful, it happened the way I didn't want it to happen. Yeah. And then I found out, though, that really because I was able not to fall into that fear and obsess over it, I changed what was going on to a good thing in my mind. What I wanted to happen eventually happened. So that was my proof that my inside is creating my outside. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. My philosophy is how do I word this? It's similar. It's a different approach where you're in control. And you're in control of your thoughts.
And God is doing the controlling.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So my theory is similar, but it's different. So it's like if you're coming from a fear-based stuff, you're not in a position to be able to receive the gifts.
Well, because you're going to keep constantly put it away.
Yeah. Sure. Well, it's like okay, the good and evil, right? If you're in anxiety and fearful stuff, the devil's the one talking to you, and you're hearing it from him, and he's guiding the stuff. But when you start switching the mindset to like, I'm going to call it acceptance. Like, okay, that may happen. Whatever it is, what it is. Cool. I'm looking. I want this direction, right? And I think then you just become in a place to receive the gifts. Okay. So like, yeah, I don't. That's why I don't believe that we necessarily are controlling it. I think again, it's the receiving of it. So it's just like, are you tuning into AM radio or FM radio?
Perfect. I love it.
So, like, everyone's stuck on AM radio, and no one wants to listen to old fucking timey shit. They want to hear the new stuff.
Yeah.
And they're figuring out, but the AM radio is just easy to tune in. You can tune in anywhere. But the FM radio, it's only into that region, and you have to really be dialed in to make sure you're receiving and to me, that's where the mindset change comes in, where you're in control of what signals you're receiving based on your attitude and your thought process and stuff, but you're not dictating necessarily everything.
So I like what you said.
That's
about but you want to know what though? You want to know what the beauty of this is when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
The term manifestation.
Yeah.
It's just like your perception of your life is from your manifestation of your life. Mine is from mine. We don't need to see eye to eye.
Yeah.
You're going to experience life how you experience it based off of your beliefs and me off of my beliefs, right? But that's why it's okay. Like your life is going to play out how you believe it's going to play out subconsciously.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing about the AM versus FM, what's great about that is you're now talking about infinite realities, infinite possibilities. And I don't mean multiverses.
Yeah.
I mean the compounding of the matter of what there's infinite realities for what
Potential future.
Potential future. You're making that collapse.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it is. So whichever one you're selecting, that's what's collapsing, which is why when you let go of the fear and you trust in the process, you receive it because you collapse that matter.
Yeah.
Now, that's one thing.
I like that.
The second thing I wanna address is because if some people are like skeptical about this, fine, whatever. Like you don't have to believe it. The one thing that people, and it's a great question, is people will be like, "Oh, Joe, you just said that all the bad things that happen are because of you. So if someone gets raped, for example, is that their fault?" That's not what I'm saying. But think about it this way. Let's get something out of the way. If a woman gets raped, terrible.
Yeah.
Kill the rapist, whatever. Kill him. Like that's not. She didn't want that to happen.
Yeah.
But what do we live in as a society? We get told everyone's dangerous. Don't trust anyone. Bad things could happen to you. It may not, but it could. And you don't know this. When you're hearing this from the news, from your people, even if you say, hey, that's like, you're subconsciously accepting that.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that could bring about something badly if you're not prepared and if you don't take some necessary precautions, right? Or if you just get some piece of shit who's an asshole and you just happen to be like, I'm not saying that, I got hurt, I got violent crime done to me, I didn't want that. No, I'm not saying you wanted it, but we as a society and as humans believe that it is possible for that shit to happen. Unfortunately, sometimes it happens. That's all a manifested, like, right? You know what I mean? Manifest, like, it manifested, quote unquote, right? So that's my one thing I want to say there. I'm not trying to say that if had something bad happen to you, you wanted it. That's not what I'm saying. But from that, how do you respond to something bad happen to you?
Yeah.
Right?
That's what's in your control.
That's what's in your control. And there was another thing. I just needed to get that off my head because I don't want people thinking that if something bad happened that no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you wanted that to happen. But you're not conscious to it happening. What was the other thing I was going to say? You had something really good with
AM, FM radio?
AM, FM radios. It'll probably come to me. It's okay. This topic is great. I had no idea. I love talking about this shit. You want to know why? I am starting to believe, and by that I mean I've started to believe like a year or two for now.
Leaning into it now.
But I'm more of the opinion that this is something being hidden from us. The idea of constant stress, constant fear, constant disarray, division of sexes, division of sexual preferences, division of color, division of whatever, is all a way for us to keep churning the subconscious mind, to have all of this shit and to produce, shit, right? They don't want you to know that you're in control of how you not only react to certain circumstances, but how you can bring about the gift of God and live the life you want. You get told that you can't. You get told you're not good. You get told that you're weak, that humans are nothing. We're just a blip in this universe. Why are we never told that we're powerful? Why do we never get taught about the pineal gland, which is a very
Pineal.
important. Yeah, pineal.
Penal?
I said pineal. Pineal. I know, people say pineal. I say pineal.
It sounds like a penis. Then.
But there's a lot of the crystallization,
Yeah.
right? Like, there's a lot to that.
Yeah.
That's called your third eye.
Mm-hmm.
That's your subconscious's vision.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we never taught about this shit?
Yeah, I don't know.
See?
And they also pretend like it's not a thing. That gland, that pineal gland, is there. That's a fact.
It is, yeah.
What's the use and all that? Who fucking knows? I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
No, it's just
Well, because I don't know much about it besides that it's there, and what people say is
all I know from what my understanding. So I could be completely wrong, but the pineal or pineal gland is like the crystallizations. Like that's what's like when you're meditating deep. If you get that burning sensation in your head, that's your activating.
Yeah.
And that's what's allowed to attaches to the soul if you go into like spiritual cases. But yeah, man, I don't know. A lot of people get turned off on this shit because they think people are trying to just visualize a Ferrari, and then the Ferrari comes through the apartment building, and it's like, dude,
that's where my thought process I think deviates, and that's why I don't like. You can't just like, oh, I'm going to be a billionaire. It's like, no, it's like you're being given messages of what you're supposed to be doing and like the direction you're going and stuff, and whatever that case may be. Of what the message is. To me, it's like, what are your interests? What do you like doing? What drives you? What makes you fucking have a fiery passion and you can't stop thinking about it? Mm-hmm. In a good way, not like that fucking bitch that cut me off in traffic kind of thing. Like, that is the devil doing the same thing in the bad direction. Mm-hmm. So you're constantly getting the inputs, right? And they're telling you, like, it's giving you information, and are you ignoring that information or not? Mm-hmm. And that's the signals coming in. And it's like, I've always known my whole life I'm going to be an engineer. Whether I have my degree or not, I'm a fucking engineer. I said this yesterday when I was dropping off returns at FedEx. Because like that's a degree I wish I got into. Like, it's like, you can do engineering stuff now. All you have to do is start making shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. That's your engineering. And like the degree just tells you can do it at a professional level. But like I always knew that. Now, both my parents are accountants. I could have easily went down that route.
Sure.
Would you know anything about that?
Maybe, just a little bit.
Yeah. But like I could have went down. There's a lot of overlap. I fucking hate accounting.
Yeah.
I fucking hate accountants. God bless you. Thank you. But fuck that career. I don't like it. And it's not shade to accountants. It's just that stuff does not work. I know that, but I could have resisted that and not received the message.
Sure.
So like to me, like that's like a very obvious level, and I think everything else, the internal imaging and stuff is the same thing. So that's why I don't think the secret where you're envisioning stuff, like to me that's telling you can just fucking be as imaginative as possible and like, oh, you have every fucking thing. You're gonna be a billionaire with 50 virgins and 1,000 cars and you have 15 islands. It's like, no. There's things that you're not. First off, that's forcing it. Second off, though, you're not like there's a give and take with it. It's not, you're not just fucking writing on paper.
Well, so here's where I'm going to challenge it, because the imagination absolutely is the key. Whether it's thought, whether it's speech, spell, right, or the visualization. It's based off of what your limits are, right? We all have personal limits, right? Yeah. So we all think. I'm gonna put something into perspective here, okay? We all think, oh, I'm a billionaire, right? And everyone's like, oh, laughing at you. Oh, yeah, you're gonna fucking say it and it's gonna happen. Who says you don't go to the fucking gas station and I'm sorry, you're that one in the fucking 100 million person in the country who just wins the Mega Millions?
Yeah.
Oh, but Joe, that's not possible. That's luck. Or did you manifest it?
Yeah.
Is it possible? Sure. What's your limits on how unlikely that is? We all say it. That's so highly unlikely. Boom. That's our limit.
Yeah.
So now, what is going to be the easiest way for your mind, based off of your beliefs, was taught to get to that billion is to work, right?
Yeah.
To create something. And everyone wants to suffer. Everyone wants to suffer. You know, let's get into that. Suffering. It happens to all of us.
Yeah.
It's the human experience, right? But we sort of glamorize it, and I don't know why. And I think,
What do you mean by that?
Like everyone wants to always talk about their fucking their woes.
Victim mentality?
Yes.
Yeah.
But even if it's like everything's gotta be so fucking hard. Let me give you an example.
Oh, you mean the typical boomer? You have to sit at your fucking desk, and this is what we've always done. You can't work out of your house. You have to be in the office. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
it has to be painful.
It's suffering all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, you're tired? What the fuck are you tired about? I'm more tired than you. Oh, don't worry. You know,
The one-upper.
Because my parents said this. Granted, I'm not in a marriage, but I'm going to make a very valid point here. I think, at least. What do we get taught when we grow up in marriage? We saw our parents, no matter, everyone did. Everyone saw this. I mean,
If they had parents.
If they had parents. Arguing.
Yeah.
How the relationship's hard, right? Everything's hard. So what do you naturally start to believe subconsciously? Oh, okay. Well, even if I don't want to be miserable, at some point my marriage is going to be hard. And everyone preps themselves for that. You hear them all. Oh, it's going to take work. And then what happens? Work starts to come. They start to get shown that work that they expected. And they're like, well, what the fuck? He never listens to me. He never does this. She never listens to me. She never does this. Does anyone ever stop to think, oh, wait, I created that moment subconsciously because I accepted it. Why does a relationship need to be hard? Why does it need to be hard? That's why, like, when I see these videos that are like circulating Instagram, don't marry the person you can have fun with. Marry the person who, like, it's like something you can struggle with. Why not marry the person you could have fun with? That could understand your struggle if you're struggling.
Well, the having fun with isn't understanding your struggle. Those are two separate things.
No, but I don't know if it said struggle. It said something else that I completely didn't resonate with, but it was something along the lines of like be the one. Like, it was basically saying, like, don't marry the person you can have fun with. Essentially, that's like the meme or like the message behind it. I was like, why not marry the person you can have fun with?
I have a couple friends that you can talk to about that married the fun girl and now are divorced.
Nah, that's not what I mean.
Well, but that's the thing, though, is I see your point, but so that what comes down to that is if you're trying to commit with someone, it's someone that it's whatever the fuck you want. First off, pick your struggle. There's going to be a struggle of some sort. The struggle is you guys are just having fun and you travel all over the place, but you never have money. You don't want kids, or she doesn't want kids, or whatever the case. There's going to be something. You can't have it all. You got to pick and choose what you want and what direction you're going in. But you pick the fun girl, right? The lesson that I was taught coming up by my parents is like, you don't be in a relationship with someone just because the sex is really good. That ends.
Okay.
No. I have a friend of mine. That's what he was in, and then the relationship was they fought, they fucked, they fought, they fucked. Well, when kids come involved, fucking stops, fighting never stops. So the dynamic was, oh, this is fun because we're bickering, and then it makes for such more intense sex, and then it stops. So what are you going for?
I like what you're saying.
Yeah.
What are you going for? And I like what you're saying. It's what you want. But there's a disconnect here, and it's based off the perception.
Yeah.
The fun wasn't like sex. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is fun is you're on the couch.
Yeah.
You're laughing. You're talking about stupid shit. You're watching TV. Massage, that fun. I'm not talking about like the fun, go out party 24/7, fuck, this is amazing. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like enjoying your husband or wife,
your partner,
enjoying your boyfriend or girlfriend, just enjoying it. Like, that's the type of fun I'm saying.
Yeah.
I read that post as, oh, you need to always find someone who's going to struggle. And it's like, well, you're sort of then creating that struggle when you're looking for that.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not saying that like you're never going to fight. I get that. But it's at the same time as, and I'm not saying that there's never going to be struggle in your life.
Yeah.
Because that's how we're programmed, unless you
we're humans, experience. We're not perfect. Nothing's perfect. So there's going to be struggles.
The whole thing of actually, if we can summarize this, is when that struggle happens, don't accept it as your thing. Don't accept it as, okay, this is the way it is. I'm never going to be able to experience anything else. That's where I'm going to challenge and be like, well, that's what we were taught. But what if we can change that through the mind?
So, yes. I think but that's the woe is me mentality. This is always going to be the case and stuff.
Which is not good, but people do it.
So, but I think that's the approach of the video. It's like, find someone that you can struggle with. And the struggle with isn't You guys struggle. The struggle is that person's having a shitty day. Are you taking that on?
No,
Are you taking that on?
Yeah.
Or are you saying, oh, that person's having a shitty day. They're being an asshole to me. It has nothing to do with me right now.
It has nothing to do with them either.
Yeah. They're having a human moment.
Yeah.
That's a term I've been using a lot lately. They're having a human moment.
Sure.
They got a fucking long ass day at work, and then the person on the way home cut them off, gave them the finger for no fucking reason, and like they got a flat tire, and they come home and just in a fucking shit mood. It's like, yeah, I'd be in a shit mood too. Just fucking give them the space. Give them the space to be human. But that's the toughest thing because no one teaches people. Like it's very rarely taught by parents, and we're seeing kids now, people we know, digesting their emotions is the term I've been using. Digesting. It's like you can know, oh yeah, I'm pissed off, but you don't understand everything that's involved with being pissed off. Why are you pissed off? Well, that guy fucking cut me off, and I'm worried about him fucking causing an accident, whatever the case may be. But like the struggle, finding someone that you can struggle with is this something that we both have places in this where I can have my human moment and they don't take it out on me. Right? Like if we're in a relationship and you're fucking having a shitty day and I come in and you're treating me like shit and I'm just like, fuck you, and I start going after you now it's a fight.
Yeah, it's a fight.
Like, no, but if you're having a bad day and I'm like, oh shit, he's why is he in such a bad mood? Okay, I'm gonna give him space for this.
Yeah, it's all
right. That is the what they're talking about versus the fun person. If you're just always having fun, but then I come home and it's like what, you're in a shit day and I'm gonna start having fun now, right? Or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So just because they're fun doesn't necessarily mean that they're giving each other spaces for the human moments. Because the other thing too is a lot of those people that have fun all the time are miserable. I mean, how many celebrities who were like Robert Williams killed himself, right? And the fat dude and the fat guy in a little coat, Chris Farley.
Yeah.
Those are the most hilarious people ever. They died. They killed themselves.
Yeah.
So, but like, if you're only having fun, you're avoiding dealing with shit too.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is don't like automatically, like you're saying, like when that shit does come up, those human moments come up. Yeah, you feel them. I'm not saying you're a robot. I'm not saying that it's like, oh, what are you doing? You had a bad. I've had this week. I was in a bad mood, but it passes. It doesn't define.
Oh, you're Italian in a bad mood.
Yeah, right. It doesn't define me.
Yeah,
and I think that's a good thing. This whole thing of
that's the biggest thing I see on people.
But it defines a lot of people because they're not aware of it.
Yeah.
If you want to step out of the matrix,
that what you just said, I think, is the number one thing of being a human.
Yeah, like just not having it define you.
Yeah,
yeah, just
and that's I think that is one of the it's like the human condition. That's like one of the main tenets of it.
Sure, and it's crazy, dude. Honestly, I love this combo. This is a great combo because this is a very deep combo. It forces people not only to have different. It forces people to open up. Mm-hmm. Whether they accept it or not is up to them. That's completely up to them.
Yeah.
But when you start, like when I started delving into it, right? I had, bro. I know you're very logical. I'm logical. So when I started delving into this, it took everything in my power.
Yeah.
To just open up to this and be like, okay, I believe this. I have no reason why I should believe this. It goes against a lot that I have been taught when I'm growing up.
Yeah.
Why am I believing this? But dude, I'm starting to see, and I've started to see for a while, how it really does create the inside creates the outside. Yeah. And like I will see things will come up the exact way that I have that inside I believed it would come up, and I'm like, this isn't coincidence anymore. Like this is just all it is a recognition. So when bad shit comes up and I recognize that it's not associated to that person, like you were saying with the bad day, and that's not how it is, dude, it changes instantly. That person changes because you're not giving. The problem is people will see that. They'll give more energy to that, and it keeps that scenario in their reality. Yeah. If you're able to be like, no, I disassociate that, they change. Yeah. It's crazy. And that's where the God comes in. That's where you're not forcing the change. You're not sending a text or I'm going to do this to manipulate. No, it's just literally being like, I recognize what this is. It doesn't define me anymore. Thank you. And then that changes. That scenario changes. This is what I wanted to say.
All right.
Perception. Okay. You want scenario A. Okay. This is scenario, whatever the fuck it is. You want it. So you start to consciously create it. Okay. You go through everything, whether you get it right away or not, whatever. Let's just say you don't get it right away, and you're overcoming your old beliefs. A lot of people tend to be like, it wasn't meant for me. But look at scenario B. I'm gonna go and get that. Then they take scenario B, and it's great because they don't have those fears anymore, right?
Yeah.
They didn't get A, they took B, and they go, see, everything happens for a reason. I wanted A so bad, but I'm good with B. That's one scenario. Let's just say B comes along while you want A, and you go, hey, this is close to A, but I really do want A. No thank you to B. And you finally get A with a new mentality. You're not in your old state anymore. And A turns out to be so great. What are you going to say? Damn, I'm really happy I didn't give up on A.
Yeah.
Life is perception. That's like the biggest thing is life really is perception.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, get cut off in traffic. Fuck this guy. It's like, oh, that guy's an asshole. Whatever.
That's it.
I'm just going to keep driving.
Right? Or maybe this. Think about it this way. Absolutely. That's a great thing. What if this guy was having, this happens before. What if you're having like, you're driving and all of a sudden you have a panic attack.
Yeah.
So you cut some dude off.
Yeah.
What if that were the case? Now in this state, it's probably not.
No.
But
Not interesting.
But you don't know what you don't know what the scenario. Life is perception.
Yeah.
You perceive him as an asshole, but they could be really struggling, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. You have anything else on this? I'm so happy you brought this up, dude. I love talking about this. I geek out on this.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good spot to end.
Yeah.
Let people digest that.
Love it.
Life is perception.
Life is perception. You may not have wanted what you created, right? If it was bad, but you have the absolute ability in controlling how you respond to it. Life is perception. Don't sleep on this because I truly think it was a gift that was given to everyone here that they're not telling us.
Yeah. And caveat to that too is you don't have to know what you want either.
Yeah, if you want God to just take care of it, fuck it.
Just the signal's gonna come. Just trust the system. Don't resist. Have faith. Don't resist. That's the big thing. Don't resist. There's gonna be the resistance comes in the temptations of those are resistance. Every time you're a former cigarette smoker and you're trying to quit, and that temptation, it's that's the resistance showing you. Resisting smoking cigarettes is not resisting. If you have that cigarette, that's resisting. But yeah, trust the gifts that are being presented to you and follow them. Don't resist them. It's very simple, but it's not easy.
Love it.
Yeah.
We'll end it there. Perfect. Guys, you heard it here. Re-listen, then listen again and re-listen. Comment, share, like. Love you guys. We'll see you next week.